Hey, this is your sister Blondie, and we are reviewing the 7 habits of highly effective people. So let's get to it. Habit 1 is being proactive. That means take responsibility for your life. Instead of being reactive, be proactive. Take responsibility. You are the programmer of your life. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. What is your life about? You decide this. No one else. No one else decides what your life is about. You decide that. If you want to talk technical terms, computer terms, this is where you write the program. Write your mission statement. Write what your life is about. What do you want your life to mean? Habit 3, put first things first. You already wrote the program, now run it. This is where discipline and commitment and consistency comes in. I think this is a part where a lot of people struggle. A lot of people struggle in this area. All right, perfect example is come January, everyone has their New Year's resolutions. And after 1, 2, 3 months, more than half those people aren't even in the gym anymore. They gave up on themselves. They quit on themselves. This is where habit 3 comes in. Put first things first. You wrote the program, now run it. Habit 4, win-win. The first 3 habits were your private victories. Now we're getting to our public victories where we are interacting with the public and we want to create win-win situations. What kind of relationship are you going to have if every situation is win-lose or lose-win or lose-lose? Think about that. Think about that. What kind of relationships are you going to have? if if you're always creating win-lose situations, or you're always taking the loss because someone else has to win, or you have the attitude, oh, if I'm losing, you're gonna lose. What kind of relationships are you building? Because that's at the end of the day, at the end of your life is about relationships. Life is about building relationships and serving. That is what life is about. What kind of relationships do you want to have at the end of your life? Habit 4, seek first to understand, then to be understood. How many times have we seen two people just go back and forth like a ping pong table? I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I'm usually the one in the background observing. That's usually my position. I'm in the background and I just observe everyone. And so many times I witness it's a ping pong table. No one is listening to anyone. As soon as someone says something, boom, next person, boom, next person, boom, next person, boom, next person. Everyone's so in need to get their point across, they're not listening to anyone else. You see it a lot in politics. I'll tell you that right now. You see it a lot in politics. Everyone is so inspired to get their point across, and they're right, and they're right. But no one is listening. Think about that. When you get into politics, if if the people on the other side, they're the enemy. They're wrong. They're wrong. No matter what comes out of their mouth, they're wrong. And you gotta get your point across. You need to be heard. You need to be heard. You need to be heard. How about take a step back and listen? Take a step back and just listen. Listen. It's called active listening, or listen with empathy. That's what this section is about. It's about listening with empathy. Listen to understand. And notice, never once did I say listen to agree. Never once did I say listen to agree. I said listen to understand. Listen with empathy. Habit 6 is synergize. Again, you're working with the public. This is also known as interdependence. It's the ability to work with other people. The, another phrase, another saying is the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. When you have a group of people together and everyone gets to have their ideas heard, again, first seek to understand, then to be understood. If everyone is able to get their ideas out, then the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. 2 plus 2, we're taught 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's what we're taught. 2 plus 2 equals 4. But guess what? When people synergize, when people truly work together and everyone gets their say, everyone gets their ideas out, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So 2 plus 2 doesn't always equal 4. We are taught 2 plus 2 equals 4. But when we're working together, 2 plus 2 can equal 5, 10, 20. It's an infinite amount of number. When everyone gets their ideas out and everyone is heard, that's the true magic. That is the true magic. You want to experience magic. That's magic. Is when everyone is working together and everyone's ideas are heard and people are listening with empathy and compassion. They listen to be people listen to understand. They don't listen to respond. They listen to understand. And then there's new ideas and the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Habit number 7. This is sharpen the saw. The last 6 habits that I mentioned will always need constant and never ending improvement. Can I? CANI. Can I? Constant and never ending improvement. This is not just a book that you pick up once and read and toss aside. These concepts, these ideas, constantly need improvement. Life is a journey. Life is a journey. And these principles, these habits, they're always going to need to be worked on. As we get older, we learn, we grow. And these habits sharpen the saw. Can I? Constant and never ending improvement.